the liquidity cycle. All markets are driven by liquidity. It's as simple as that. Literally, that is it. This is really the only chart you need to look at. All markets are driven by liquidity. If liquidity stops and people stop borrowing and lending, guess what? Less things are bought, okay? Because the world revolves around debt. Because no one has any money. Everyone is just borrowing debt and rolling over loans to keep kicking the can down the road. So the more that this happens, the more entrenched and ingrained they are in this system, the more tuned into the liquidity cycle you will be. So as an investor, you basically have to look at, okay, what assets are there which are very sensitive to the liquidity cycle? Stocks, bonds, and property, they go up and down as the liquidity cycle goes up and down. What's even more sensitive to this is the Bitcoin market, crypto. So if Bitcoin does something, crypto will follow it. It's the oil tanker of the crypto world. And Bitcoin is the most sensitive asset on the planet to the global liquidity market, which is great for us because this is our crystal ball. So you can superimpose the crypto cycles with this. So long story short, we are at a low in global liquidity because over the last, or basically since COVID and lockdowns, we've gone through QT, haven't we? Quantitative tightening. They're raising rates. They're just trying to starve the economy with liquidity. But everything, mean reversion is in anything cyclical. Because most debt is between 2 to 5 years. But what's happened is that typically big debt like this is normally on a 5-year cycle. But because there's so much uncertainty, that is sort of squeezing down to 2 to 3 years. But long story short, we're at a low. And guess what? We hit, 50, 60 on this index around 2025, 2026. So going back to James's thing, why are you so sure, Siam, that we're going to drop rates and stim pump our way into oblivion, which will then moon our crypto? It's because of the last, 45 minutes of me harking on about all these charts. That is why I'm so convinced. And I'm now 15 minutes over schedule. This is normal, by the way. This is normal. I can never stick to a schedule. Anyway, so yeah, our crystal ball is this chart, folks.